I am Vanessa, and I came here looking for an opportunity to change my life by changing my smile. I started off, I guess like everybody else, with a decent smile, some confidence, and somewhere along the line I lost all of that. And it came with, or I'll say it came through dental anxiety. I feel like I was a confident child, and then through the process of losing my smile, having to always think about what I was going to eat and whether or not I could chew it, and speaking through my lips kind of like over my teeth, and doing all that. It's not that I didn't feel that confidence. I think that confidence got pushed down. I spent more time in my head making sure no one could see what's going on in my mouth than I should have been. Having that fear of the dentist, hearing the sound of the drill, the pain of Novocaine shots and all that, and also having poor experiences with dentists in the past, just them as individuals being, uncaring at times and kind of aloof. And I decided I didn't want to go back. I didn't want to do that. And so it was only when I couldn't stand the pain of maybe a toothache or something that needed to be pulled, then I would go to the dentist. But then those periods of going to the dentist were few and far in between. And so I ended up with a lot of issues. Even before I entered this place, I was still trying to decide where I wanted to go. And then when I got comfortable enough to actually come in the door, it was very welcoming. The staff greeted me. They automatically knew my name when I walked in, and I hadn't met them yet. So I guess, maybe, let's say it was my 11 o'clock appointment. I came in, a few minutes to 11. They just assumed I was Vanessa, and they greeted me. And when I met him, I didn't know what to expect. But the nice thing about Dr. Morelli is I didn't meet him in the dental office chair. I met him in a consultation room. And I remember my husband and I sitting there, and Dr. Morelli spent nearly an hour with me. And I kept thinking, doesn't he have to get back? How could he spend this much time with me? I'm not even a patient yet. I'm still trying to decide. And he answered all of my questions. And even at one point, I had another question after he had left the room, and he came back in the room to answer my question. I was like, this has got to be the place. I spent a lot of time hiding my smile, and I felt like I didn't need to do that coming here. It's a new life. I can't even compare it with the old one. It's completely new, completely separate from anything I've ever felt before, even with my original smile, which I wasn't always happy with, but I got to pick my smile. I got to design it. I got to decide what shade I want my teeth to be. And I got it as an adult, so even though I went through all those, all the crazy stuff that we go through as children, growing into our smiles and chipping a tooth and all that, as an adult, to be able to say, this is how I want to look, this is how I want to present myself to the world, it's very empowering. If you have an opportunity to change your life now, do it sooner rather than later.